There's semi-final action coming right up. Here we go. LCU Blue versus St. Clair Saints Green. Of course, same roster here for your Saints squad. That's going to be Jazzy, Arju, and Sai. Meanwhile, on the side of LCU, Ethereum, Prem locked and schmacked. Going to be starting off this match. Prem locked on target, trying to look for somebody to pass to, but it ends up going to Jazzy, actually. Awkward stop right in front of Arju, but schmacked is able to at least get it into the corner. Keep it safe. Sai right across the crease. Could not quite find the finishing touch, however. From center field, it's going to be Prim locked up to schmacked. Back to Prim. Could not get the last touch. Right back into the LCU blue zone. Arju with control, looks for the center, but Sai, who is probably the shot taker in that instance, gets demoed off. So it's going to force Jazzy to have to go chase this thing. Good bump coming out here from Ethereum. Stopping the play in its tracks. Granted, still in the LCU zone, but not super threatening as of this moment. Now we're bouncing through the crease. And Sai is going to score with one of the players of LCU Blue, sends them into the goal, but could not get the ball. So some successful defense coming out here from LCU. Arju right in front as it gets dropped down in front of him. Could not get past the defense. In the corner, schmacked is there, but so are the Saints. Jazzy centering pass up to Sai. Sai off the corner, looks for a shot himself. Could not get the second touch. Arju looks to get control, but schmacked is there. Also Jazzy, now Prim looking for the next play. Sai gonna stop it. Ethereum gonna try and contest. Nope, not this time, but how about the second time? Will absolutely push this one aside. We're getting to the point of this tournament where all these matches seem to be absolute bangers. Looking over on the side of Saints Gaming CA2 for that Saints Gold team. 1-1 currently in the series versus Davenport University. Winner goes to that winner's semifinal. Guaranteed top 3 in the Ethereum here on the green side of things. Gonna find themselves a goal after Primlocked gets the job started off the backboard, and Ethereum gets it past the defenders of the Saints. And at the halfway point, LCU Blue up ahead. Off the face-off, we're going right back into that LCU zone for at least just a moment. Jazzy going to push this thing forward, looking for a pass opportunity. Could not get it. It's going to have to get somebody else to come back and do it. Arju looks for Jazzy, could not get there in time. Schmacked now. A little bit of a breakout, but no boost in the tank. Ethereum's here. Schmacked, the ball is coming to him, but he had no boost to contest. So now Primlocked forced to go all the way back. Arju gets this thing extremely close to being centered, but Sai gets taken off the field. Jazzy's centering attempt is going to be pushed away. Arju now with control for the time being up to Sai. Schmack's going to stop him in his tracks. Good little interception there from them. Saints still in the LCU zone, though. Arju centering attempt. Prim forced to go up to try and stop this thing. Schmacked now gets this at least cleared into the corner of the Saints zone where Arju is there to contest, but so is Prim. Schmacked now with control for a second. Could not quite actually gather it up, so it's going to get cleared eventually. Where Schmacked is going to pick it up, passes it to Prim, back to Schmacked, but intercepted by Sai. Brings her all the way down into the Saints, or into the LCU zone. Drop pass, looks for the shot. Arju is going to be denied here by Ethereum. LCU Blue keeping that 1-goal lead, but by a thread. The possession is still Saints favored, but they need that finishing blow, and damn well they found it. Sai is going to be able to get the Saints on the board after the pass from Arju in the corner. Pops it up over the crossbar and able to catch that bounce and get that thing in. A tie game here for Saints Green. Off the face-off. Saints find some offense to maybe stop this from going into an overtime scenario. Jazzy pushes it forward. Schmacked is going to gather it for a second, but no boost in the tank. Ethereum, though, is here for backup. Shot on target, forces Arju to make the save. Jazzy off the side, but they both kind of charge at it, but neither of them get this. Schmack's now breakaway opportunity. No boost though. Sai's going to get there back in time. 40 seconds left to go in this first game. Schmacked into the Saints zone, going to be stopped at the line by Arju, who brings it in. No boost though to really follow up. Sai looking to take it himself. Could not get the second opportunity though to get any control over it. It's going to bring Jazzy up, who has to challenge up with Prim locked, and Assyrium is able to get his way so far. Pass to Arju, shot on target, and the Saints are going to be able to get themselves a go-ahead goal with 11 seconds to go, thanks to Sai and Arju. Let's tally another one up here, and I gotta say, this in terms of goals here for the Saints, it's actually a pretty even game. We'll go over that in just a second here, but gotta make sure that the Saints close this out, because it is still not over. We've seen what happened in the last series. Prim locked, they couldn't control it, and unfortunately here for LCU, they will end up falling. St. Clair Saints Green up 1-0 in the series. All right, that was definitely close for comfort, but the Saints have pulled through. And honestly, taking a look at the shots, you know how I was saying that it felt like it was Saints in possession a lot of the time? I think that was 9 shots to, to 2. Yet LCU Blue kept that thing close, kept the Saints honest. So we hop into game number 2. Off the face-off side, Arju and Jazzy, they're all past that halfway point. They're looking for some early offense. Could not get it, though. Going to lead Schmack and Assyrium on the charge. Going to get it cleared on through into the corner of the Saints zone. Arju is there for it. No more boost in the tank. Jazzy, Sai are both above half again. Really trying to put on some early pressure here to this LCU Blue squad. Make them sweat a little bit. That being said, though, one good counterattack from LCU Blue could catch the Saints with their tires blown and have no chance of making a save if a shot comes through. We'll have to see if the Saints opt for a change of style here. If they get the offensive opportunity again. Here's a breakout opportunity. Sai passes it up to Arju. Arju dumps it to the corner. Looks for the pass to Sai. Sai is going to have to try and get up quickly. No, leaves it for Jazzy, actually. Going to force Primlock to make the save. Schmack now bringing it right into the Saints zone, where Arju is going to be able to take it off of their hood. Some good air here from Arju. Gets past one. Nope, never mind. Schmack is going to be able to stop that in its tracks. Sai up to the skies once again. Going to bring it into the corner. Bouncing pass over to Jazzy, and there's nobody in net. The fantastic play there for Jazzy and Sai to set that one up. Just enough speed to make the LCU defense uncomfortable and get the goal before the goalie can return. Just over 3:30 to go here in this second game. And assuming that this is best of 3 territory still, Saints could have that winner's final ticket right there in their grasps. Although based off of what I'm seeing here from the gold side, semifinal is actually when the best of 5 start. So I think I should probably adjust those overlays accordingly. There we go, all situated on both sides here. Once again, those looking for St. Clair Saints Gold, that is on Saints Gaming CA2, where Davenport and the Saints are currently at battle. And St. Clair Saints Green here on the main channel, fighting for their life as well here. Primlock's going to get themselves a goal all the way from half field. Fantastic distance on that shot. Able to tie this up at 1. Off face-off goes to Arju with control. Looks to bounce this one off the backboard. Did go off of Nasirium, but goes right to Sai. Nasirium again, though, redirect into the corner, stopping any further rebounds. Arju gets it, looks to redirect towards net, centering pass, but nobody on the side of the Saints are in position to be able to really capitalize on that. They were off getting boosts, so going to allow for LCU to get it into the Saints zone once again. Nasirium going to get shot over. Sai now off the backboard. They were smacked, though. Again, LCU now doing a rather decent job at controlling the rebounds, pushing them off to the corner, not letting them bounce straight out, because that's what we see the Saints kind of capitalizing on over and over again, using that backboard as the fourth player of sorts, who always gives the best passes. Shot towards the Saints net, going to be pushed aside. Sai tries to charge this one down, but Arju now in control. Nasirium looking to challenge. Schmacht also challenging, going to be able to stop it. Nasirium with control gets past one of the defenders from the Saints, but it is going to be pushed back by Arju. So LCU just again having themselves a rather hard time finding a breakout. Granted, the one opportunity they finally did where the Saints were a little bit over aggressive. I was talking about that counterattack kind of style. I don't care if it's from your own crease or from half court. If you can blast it towards the net and there's nobody home, it's a free goal. And that's what they were able to do to tie this one up. Some big demos coming on through. Bit of an open net of sorts, only the one back. But Schmacht playing fantastic defense. All those passes, all those shots blocked. Nasirium with control, flicks up, looking for a teammate, nobody's up in the skies. Never mind, he's just gonna do it himself! Nasirium, that did not look threatening in the slightest. He took it from his own zone, flipped it over Arju. Arju couldn't get a piece of it. And then there was no further defense. A little bit of a lack of communication here from the Saints, and a fantastic individual effort from Nasirium. I mean, we may have a series here. But the way this is going, Jazzy looking to charge on forward. Bounced it off the backboard, could not get to anybody until now Arju, who has control over it. Trim locked. Jazzy tries to intercept, couldn't get it. This is just a loose ball here, right outside of the crease of LCU. Double touch from Arju, could not quite get it himself, but the rebound from sides, it's losing the crease, but it is going to be pushed away. The rebound from Arju now is going to be Schmacht pushing us away. One last chance here for the Saints to get themselves this goal to tie it up. Jazzy demoed off 2 players remaining here for the Saints to try and get this one, but it is going to touch the ground. And that is going to be one of the first map losses, but game losses here for the Saints green roster. So LCU, they're coming to play. Again, they only had 3 shots. That's all they needed, apparently. They got the job done. So counterattack, high-value plays coming in clutch. But thankfully, we don't have to wait much longer for game number 3. Let's hop right back into it. Right off the face-off, we're going into the LCU zone where Arju's looking to take this shot. Jazzy's doing good goaltender interference here on the Schmacht. Rebound from Sai, and there we go. Quick goal here for the Saints. The initial goaltender interference there from Jazzy onto Schmacht may not have stopped the first one, but it kind of forced Schmacht to put themselves in a position where they could not follow up on the secondary play. And Sai able to get it past them. So beautifully done here for the side of St. Clair Saints green. Get a quick goal right off the start and put LCU blue in the hot seat again. And Arju's going to add some insurance on top of that. Sai's big bounce pass off the wall and roof just got around all the defenders. And Arju just dives on in, takes that shot into the right-hand side. Arju's 9th goal of this tournament. Right back into the Saints zone. A couple of dangerous plays here, actually. LCU nearly getting there, but not going to be able to put it winner of this match, of course. I don't want to count my chickens before they hatch, of course. However, Jazzy may be making me reconsider and kind of call this as is. After Sai, again, from the rooftops, actually, again gets past one defender, and it's just up to Jazzy to dodge the other. Successfully puts it into the the far side. 3-0 now here for Saints in game number 3. And as I was saying, the winner of this matchup will go on to play the winner of Southern Miss and West Virginia University, which in the pre-show I was saying, at least according to the Rocket League community, is one of those teams to kind of look out for due to a couple of roster changes. And Sai going to find goal number 4. They seem to have found their groove now in this one. Arju going to be credited with the assist after just pushing this thing right to center. Schmacked could not react in time, and Assyrium was just too low. Solid attempt, but could not find it. Additional esports updates for the Saints around this CRL. The Davenport University team that the Saints Saints Gold are currently playing on Saints Gaming CA2 were the ones who knocked down St. Clair Academy. And that game right here, right now, St. Clair Gold versus Davenport, that is a game 5 that is just about to start. So definitely, if you have a second monitor, pop that open and give the Gold team some love here. Davenport, of course, no slouches. Meanwhile, Academy is waiting in lower round 5 for GVSU or Purdue Gold. A good run from them, though, so far, of course. But back to the game here at hand. We do have the Saints, of course, up by 4 with just about halfway through this one. LCA, I mean, here we go again. I don't want to say this one's done. We've seen what happened with EAOSU. But LCU, what is it that they say? They have to lock in. That's kind of what has to happen here for a quick turnaround. Saints with all the time in the world, it feels like here, as Sai is going to find a hat trick just to put the extra nail in the coffin here in this matchup, it seems. Just picked it up themselves, and that thing dangled on the goal line for a little bit, but LCU could not make the save happen, and at this point, I can imagine that this one's probably a scratch in their mind. Prep for game number 4. Thankfully, of course, this semifinal, best of 5 territory, so you're not getting knocked down just yet. Minute 30 to go. I mean, LCU Blues trying to get some offense in here, and Assyrium shot on target going to be saved here by Arju. Off to the side once again. Jazzy flicks it on over where Primlocked is there ready and waiting. And the Saints offense is still there. Because that is one thing that's pretty crazy. I was mentioning before how the Saints are pretty even across the board in terms of who's actually getting the goals. As it stands right here, right now, give or take 1 or 2 in case I did miss something by human error, of course. But Arju currently has 9 goals here in this tournament. Sai has 11, and Jazzy has 10. Again, that's across the whole tournament, not just the Saturday. Oh, they might be able to add another one on the board there. They had the setup kind of going, but they could not get the pass where they wanted. So now we're going to be right back into it here. Saints zone for just a second. LCU going to be able to clear for the time being. But at this point, this one is all said and done. 10 seconds left to go. I think our Saints Green going to be able to bring this series to a 2-1 lead. See if they can stake themselves one more round win here, get themselves towards that winners finals, guarantee themselves a top 3 in their group. And actually, as of this moment, LCU has left the lobby. I'm not sure if you can see that there on the screen, but they are gone. Sai with 8 shots by himself. Absolutely ridiculous. Let's ready up here just in case, but you can see we might be done. Or no, are they coming back? It looks like they're coming back. Okay, we are going to have another game here. I know last year it got a little bit confusing as well. Where on the website it said that the semifinals were best of 5s, but then all the scores were all in best of 3. So glad they fixed that up and clarified that for this tournament this time. In the meantime, as you may see above my shoulder, of course, Gold is still absolutely fighting for their life here in this one. Stream is on a delay, unfortunately, though, so what you see above me may not be what you see on the stream right away, but if you want to quickly take a look and see what happened, you absolutely could. Of course, Davenport is one of those teams, again, that has shut down the St. Clair Saints Gold roster in past CRLs. Kind of stopped them on the doorstep. It was Davenport for sure. I think I've written this down, actually, because I was trying to get as much of a... Well, not as much of a storyline, but I was trying to figure out exactly how the tournaments from before went through. We do a lot of matches here, of course, so everything kind of starts to blend together a little bit. Yeah, I remember Ball State kind of denied us before, Akron denied us before, Davenport, and then Maryville. So, yeah, Davenport, one of these teams, of course, that the Saints would absolutely love to shut down. And we'll have to see how that one ends up going. We are finally going to be getting into game here, game number 4. Quickly getting things situated over on the other stream, of course, but again, St. Clair Saints Green, they can secure themselves this game. That's a winner's final trip for the guaranteed top 3 in their group. But LCU Blue, if we see the LCU Blue that we see in game 1 and 2, we still could be in for another game or two, as we do see a shot on target actually here from Primlocked, but it's going to be a good save here from Jazzy. But if we get the LCU Blue that we saw in game number 3, then this one is curtains. Sai above the crease, going to get smacked away. Arju off the roof. Looks actually going to try and get a pinch off the roof, it looks like, but could not get the angle that they were looking for. Jazzy pass one, looks for Arju, who's in the corner. Sharp angle pass, shot on target. Sai, fantastic play to put it in the right-hand side. Give the Saints the lead again here for game number 4. Primlocked already being up in the skies for that save made it extremely difficult for them to react to Sai. All you had was the one flip, and that only gets you so far. There we go, Jazzy as well, going to get themselves on the board after the pass from Arju. Let's take another look here. Right up in the skies, Arju is able to find Jazzy up in the air already. And again, the right-hand side for the Saints to go up by 2. Kind of reminiscent of game number 3 here for LCU Blue. Need to turn on the Jets and turn them on quickly here if they want to get themselves back into this series. As the Saints get in position to run away again, I know they absolutely will. Just past the halfway point here in this one. Jazzy with control over the center field. No more boost in the tank, but able to at least get a centering pass there. Oh, Arju was there. There's some good defense here from LCU Blue to at least push this one aside. Counterattack possibility here. Sai's going to control it for the time being. Up for Primlock, who could not quite get there. Challenged by a Saint. Jazzy up against Assyrium. The 50 just makes that ball stop dead in its tracks. Gonna send it right back into the Saint zone where Arju is there, but Primlock is there as well. Looks for a fellow LCU Blue member. Shot on target. Going to be pushed aside by Jazzy. Right back into the LCU zone. Very, very scary ball here for LCU. But they are going to be able to bring this right back out. Schmack to look for the shot, but got stopped by Jazzy before they could take it. Assyrium with the clear looks for their own pass. Smack's looking for the final blow. Could not get it on target. They're finding some solid opportunities, but there's always a Saint there. There might be another goal here for the Saints. Oh, man. Very, very close there from Sai. Gets demoed off the board, but Arju with the rebound is going to push this one further here for St. Clair. His 10th goal of this tournament to get the Saints up 3-0 here on the doorstep of that winners final. Off the face-off, we're right back into the LCU zone with just over a minute left of play. Centering pass opportunity here for Schmack's, but just kind of ends up being a dropped, flopped ball in the crease. No real threat to that one. Jazzy's going to pick it up and run with it. Just get it all the way across field. Just killing off all the time at this point. Of course, you don't have to score. Just kill the clock. Don't let what EA OSU did to you earlier happen again. Demo on the Assyrium is going to stop whatever offense that was in that play pretty well dead for at least a moment. Premlock with the shot opportunity was there, but was immediately turned aside. In the Saint zone we go. Assyrium off to Schmack. Schmack, could he get past Arju? Did, but not against Sai, so could not get the shot on target. And as the time ticks down here, like your St. Clair Saints green roster, to find themselves a guaranteed top 3 as they are going to be moving on to the winners final here in the CRL Spring 2025 first open qualifier. Assyrium going to get one for the road, but it does not matter, unfortunately, there for them. Going to be dropping on down to the lower bracket, but of course, making it so far on winner's side does put you pretty far into the lower bracket side already, so still a solid run nonetheless. Just can they keep that going? We'll have to see. Meanwhile, St. Clair Saints green, I mean, the roster changes were made for the attempt at just putting more consistently on some higher place finishes from what I can see from the outside. And as of right now, it seems like it's doing exactly what it needs to do. Now, I'm going to do a quick little bracket review. Of course, anybody who wants to follow along at home, !bracket in the Twitch chat will bring the brackets for both teams, both the gold and the green team, up for view. Looking at the green one first, of course, they did just take out LCU Esports Blue in 4 games. And now we got West Virginia or Southern Miss, which is still going 40 minutes later. So that is, in theory, a close matchup there. Southern Miss, given West Virginia run for their money, apparently. Meanwhile, on the side of the gold team, they had a hard-fought Game 5 battle versus Davenport University, but they continue to be a thorn in the gold side, taking them out of the winner's side. Which now means that St. Clair Saints Gold has dropped into the lower quarterfinal. So, already in the top 8. But this is where things get weird, because they have to wait for 1, 2, 3 matches before they play again. And we've seen what's happened to teams that have gotten far in the winner's side and then have to wait for an eternity, then finally get to play a matchup, and end up being like playing cold, so to speak. They're not warmed up, kind of, so to speak. So we'll have to see what happens here with Gold. Do also want to give a shout out to the St. Clair Academy roster, still awaiting the match of GVSU and Purdue Gold. And it looks like there is somebody looking to stream that matchup from the community. So if anybody wants to see how Academy is doing, once this GVSU versus Purdue match is done, maybe you can catch that as well. Maybe I'll send a quick message and see if I can co-stream it on our overlay or send some people over. But with that being said, we are still waiting. On the green side of things, we're waiting on Southern Miss and West Virginia University. Once that match is done, the winner's final is going to be happening pretty quickly. So stay tuned. Have us on the other monitor as well as to see what Academy is doing. In the meantime, because it will not take long, we will be back into the swing of things in just a couple of minutes. So thank you again for tuning in. Don't go anywhere. There's still plenty more to come.